The only thing standing between you and the life you want may not be circumstances, may not be luck, may not be your mindset. Sounds simple, right? But stop for a second and think about it. What if everything you've ever wanted wasn't out there? It was in your head. What if everything you've ever tried to achieve was blocked because you were using your old mindset to enter a new world? The difference between someone who's struggling every day and someone who's living their best life isn't talent. It's not background. It's not opportunity. It's the mindset they choose to cultivate every day. Successful people don't simply do more. They think differently. They have a structure in their heads, a clear mind map that guides every decision. And the good news is, you can learn that map. Mindset is not a vague concept. It is the core of every outcome you live. And if you don't control your thinking, the world will do it for you. So, before you set a new goal, before you change your job, your relationship, your environment, ask yourself, have I reprogrammed my way of thinking? Because your life will never outgrow the mindset you are holding. Have you ever wondered, why do some people fall down in the same situation, but others bounce back stronger than ever? The answer lies in something that seems invisible but determines everything: mindset. And not just any mindset, but the mindset of successful people. Successful people do not think in terms of hoping things will get better. They do not wait for ideal conditions. They do not ask, how can I make it easier? They ask, how can I become stronger, sharper, more proactive, no matter what the situation is? That is the core difference. Successful people are not people who are not afraid, but people who act despite the fear. They do not use emotions to make decisions, they use values. And most importantly, they have an immutable thinking principle. I am 100% responsible for my life. No blaming, no complaining, no making excuses. That mindset doesn't come naturally. It's the result of practice, choice, and repetition every day. And so when others are confused, they act. When others hesitate, they decide. When others wait for inspiration, they create momentum through discipline. One of the biggest secrets is this: successful people don't think in terms of short-term gain or loss. They think in terms of long-term accumulation and leverage. For example, they don't ask, how much will I get from this today? They ask, is this action moving me toward the person I want to be in 5 years? And because of that long-term mindset, they don't get caught up in short-term gratification. They know that true success is not a matter of flashy moments, but of quiet, consistent actions day in and day out. The secret of successful people is not luck, nor is it circumstances. It's how they think, react, and act with intention, even when no one is watching. Inside you, there is a silent but fierce war. On one side is the voice of growth, always pushing you to reach out, challenge yourself, commit to something new. On the other side, the voice of comfort is constantly pulling you back to your comfort zone, choosing ease, choosing procrastination. And here is the truth that no one wants to hear. Every action you take during the day, whether it is waking up early or hitting the snooze button, is feeding one of those two voices. You are not standing still. You are moving forward or backward, one small choice at a time. And if you don't realize this soon, you will spend your whole life building a life around comfort, while on the inside you feel frustrated because you are not living up to your potential. We are programmed to choose easy first, difficult later. But life rewards those who do the opposite. Choose difficult first, you will have freedom later. Choose the easy way first, you pay the price in the long run. Successful people are not fearless. They just don't let fear get in the driver's seat. They listen to the voice that wants to grow, and then they follow it even if it makes them nervous, tired, or even misunderstood. They understand that comfort is a trap. It paralyzes potential. It puts dreams to sleep. And growth? It never happens in a comfortable state. It happens when you sweat, when you do things that no one sees, when you repeat things that no one applauds. But in those moments, you are reprogramming your brain, rebuilding your identity. And most importantly, The voice you listen to the most will be the voice that shapes your life. If you listen to the voice that says, just stop, you can do it tomorrow. Don't do it, who cares? You're not ready yet. You are programming yourself into a version of yourself that is always procrastinating, that always needs inspiration to act. On the other hand, if you choose to listen to the voice that says, do it, even if it's not perfect, go ahead. Every little step is progress. You don't need to be ready. You need to start. You are cultivating a mind that is resilient, flexible, and unshakable. Growth is not a destination. It's a lifestyle. And to live that lifestyle, you have to learn to overcome the battle within yourself every day, every hour. The battle between growth and comfort will never go away, but you can learn to win by choosing again every day, by taking action despite uncertainty, by asking yourself, today, do I want to live for progress or for ease? There is a simple but powerful truth. You cannot build a sustainable life on a loose mental foundation. Mindset is not something you should have if you have free time, but the foundation of every result you create. If you do not have a solid mindset, no matter how many skills you learn, how many books you read, how many videos you watch, it will all fall apart. Why? Because mindset determines how you act when you are not motivated. Successful people do not wait for inspiration to come to act. They have a mindset that helps them get up early in the morning to practice, to focus on work, even when they are tired, to keep their commitments, even when no one forces them. They understand that success does not come from big actions in a moment, but from small choices repeated with consistency every day. Success is not an event. It is the result of a system of habits. And every system of habits starts with the way you think. Think about it. Whenever you procrastinate, it is not a matter of discipline, it is a matter of mindset. Whenever you give up halfway, it is not a matter of ability, it is a matter of belief. And whenever you say, I will do it, but, you are revealing a self-limiting mindset. Right thinking is not empty positive thinking. It is the ability to see things effectively, to keep a commitment even when the emotions are not in your favor. Right thinking builds habits. Right habits build consistency. Consistency is the catalyst for all major change. No one becomes successful by a single breakthrough. They become successful by consistently doing the little things that others ignore, regularly, quietly, without fanfare. For example, rich people don't save tens of millions at a time. They automatically set aside a few $100,000 every day. Good people don't read the whole library. They maintain the habit of reading 20 minutes every morning. Healthy people don't go to the gym for 5 hours at a time. They don't skip a workout for 6 months. It all starts with a mindset. And that mindset is reflected in the small habits you do in silence. Remember, the results you create are a mirror of the mindset you hold. If you want to change your life, don't start with a goal. Start with a mindset. Then redesign your habits. Then keep consistency as an unbreakable commitment. If you want to live differently, think differently. If you want to live sustainably, think like a builder. Have you ever wondered, why is it that in the same situation, one person sees opportunity, another sees only deadlock? It's not because they are different in their circumstances, but because they are different in the way they think about that situation. And among the key factors that successful people reset their thinking, there are 3 extremely important things: time, failure, risk. First, time, invisible enemy or priceless asset. Most people see time as if they have it forever. They procrastinate. They leave it for tomorrow. They see a day as a small matter. But successful people are different. They see every passing minute as a coin being spent, and they always ask, am I investing or spending this time? They understand. Time does not come back, but it can be profitable if you use it correctly. When you see time as an asset, you begin to eliminate meaningless conversations. Unplug from social media. Start a small beneficial habit. Your mindset about time determines the quality of your life. 2, Failure, an end or a learning milestone? The average person encounters failure and thinks, I'm not good enough. The successful person thinks, I'm not good enough, but what will I learn from this time? The difference lies in the mindset they attach to failure. Failure is no longer the end, but a signal to correct. Rethinking failure is the first step to not being afraid to try, not being afraid to start, not being afraid to be seen as unsuccessful. If you want to move forward quickly, fail fast, but learn even faster. 3. Risk, danger zone, or accelerator. This is crucial. Successful people don't avoid risk. They measure it and use it. They don't ask, what if I fail? They ask, what will I lose if I don't do it? Because the biggest risk isn't failure, it's missing out on a life worth living. Successful people rewire their risk mindset by preparing, upgrading their skills, building good reflex habits, and most importantly, seeing risk as an inevitable part of growing up. In short, to upgrade your life, you don't need to change the world. You need to change how you define time, failure, and risk. Try asking yourself 3 simple questions. Am I investing my time every day or just spending it? Am I avoiding failure or learning from it? Am I waiting for things to be safe or am I ready despite the risks? If you start changing your answers today, you have already begun to rewire your own thinking. There is a truth that few people speak. Many people do not live, they just exist. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat. Every day is exactly the same, as if they are enduring life rather than mastering it. That is survival mode, where everything you do is just to get by, be safe, not take risks, not get hurt. But you know what is worse than failure? It is succeeding in a life that you do not want. What is survival mode? That is when you only do what is required, not what is necessary. You delay important things just because of emotional instability. You react to life. Instead of designing it, you live to not lose, not to win. Survival mode makes you a victim of circumstances. A winning mindset turns you into a person who creates results, regardless of the circumstances. What is a winning mindset? Winners are not people who are not afraid, but people who act in spite of fear. They don't need the perfect environment. They don't need a surge of inspiration. They don't wait until they're ready. They ask themselves, what can I do right now with what I have? A winning mindset doesn't start with confidence, it starts with commitment. And then action. Continuous. Small, consistent, relentless. It's those actions that breed confidence. Signs you're stuck in survival mode. Every day is the same, no sense of progress. You're afraid of change, even though you know you need it. You spend more energy worrying than creating results. You're waiting for the perfect moment. You think small, dream small, act halfway. That's not a weak person. That's a sign you're living by your old programming, and you can rewrite it. So, how to switch to a winning mindset? Recognize your stagnant emotions and ask quality questions. What am I avoiding? What am I afraid of? What's the worst thing that could happen? Change your internal language from I can't to how can I? From I'm not enough to I'm becoming more enough every day. Small, immediate actions. Send the email you've been putting off. Make your bed neatly when you wake up. Write down 3 things you're committed to accomplishing today. Create structure so discipline becomes the default. Set limits on your phone. Clean up your workspace. Set aside a non-negotiable time each day for personal development. The difference between survivors and winners isn't their circumstances. It's how they think and react. Survival mode keeps you in your comfort zone, where everything is repetitive, painless, but also without breakthroughs. Winning requires you to take risks, dare to believe, and most of all, dare to do when you're not sure. If you're waiting for inspiration to act, you're surviving. If you start acting, even when you're not ready, you're becoming a winner. Here's a paradox. Many people are desperate for success, but their own thinking is holding them back. It's not because they're not smart enough. It's not because they lack opportunities. It's because they're stuck in seemingly harmless thinking errors, but they're silently sabotaging them from within. Either this or that thinking. Have you ever heard or thought this? I have to choose between passion and stability. To be successful, I have to sacrifice my family, either freedom or security. This is a binary thinking error. It limits your options, makes you see only two opposites, and ignores the possibility of creating a third solution. Successful people don't think either or. They ask, how can I have both? And that question opens up solutions that others don't see. The I'll do it when mindset. I'll start when I have more time. I'll take action when I'm motivated. I'll build my personal brand when I have good enough skills. This is the biggest trap, waiting for the right conditions to start. But the longer you wait, the more you miss out on learning, practicing, making mistakes, and improving. Success doesn't come from waiting for the right moment, but from creating the moment through action. The I'm not that type of person mindset. I'm not good at communicating. I'm not a natural leader. I'm not the confident type. Wrong. You're not that type of person. You've just been practicing being that way for too long. Identity is not destiny. Identity is the result of the behaviors you repeat every day. If you act like a disciplined person, over time, you will become a disciplined person. The what if I fail mindset. That question has killed millions of dreams before they were born. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, if I don't try, what will I have to live with? If I don't act, what will never happen? The real pain is not in failure. It's in never daring to try, never knowing how far you can go. The others can do it, but I can't. Mindset? This is a type of thinking that excludes you from the game. You see other people succeed and think they are more special than you. But the reality is, they started before you. They dared to do it while you were still hesitant. They persevered when you stopped. Success does not choose special people. It chooses the person who keeps moving forward. In short, success is not only hindered by external factors. It mainly comes from the thought virus you are carrying in your head. Every time you hear, it can't be, I'm not that kind of person, I'm probably not good enough, know this, that is not the truth. That is your old thinking fighting against the new version of you that you are trying to become. And if you are not aware, you will live your whole life according to a script that you never wrote. There is one unchanging law in the journey to success. People with great vision will always beat excuses. Not because they don't have obstacles, not because they don't feel fear, but because their vision is so clear that there is no room for procrastination. A vision is not a dream, it's a map. A dream is a blurry image. A vision is a specific direction. A vision says, this is where I'm going. Whether it takes a year or 10, I'm going to get there. People with strong vision don't get distracted by the small stuff. They don't stop because they're tired today, because someone laughed at them, or because the results aren't what they expected. Because they don't measure progress by emotion, they measure it by commitment. Excuses may be valid, but they don't move you forward. I don't have enough time. I'm busy with other things. I don't know where to start. I'm afraid of failure, afraid of being judged. All of this sounds reasonable, but reasonable doesn't mean useful. Excuses don't need to be justified, they just need to be repeated to become habitual. Every time you put off an action because of an excuse, you're silently reinforcing your identity as a quitter. A big thinker asks a completely different question. Not, can I? But, what am I willing to give up to make this vision a reality? When you have a clear vision, you start to get up earlier without forcing it. Cut out the junk without regret. Work even when you don't see results, because motivation no longer comes from inspiration but from the identity you choose to live by. The question to ask yourself every day is, am I feeding my vision today, or am I feeding my excuses? You can't serve two people at once. Either you're building your future, or you're protecting your procrastination. And remember, weak vision breeds strong excuses. If you find yourself constantly making excuses, stop and rewrite your vision. Clarify it, detail it, visualize it every day. Because when you truly see the future you want, you don't need anyone to push you, you run. Vision isn't a distant thing. It's a mental compass that helps you make the right decisions even when your emotions are against you. Excuses only survive in environments of lack of clarity. As your vision gets stronger, your excuses automatically get weaker. You don't have to be perfect to get started, but you have to be clear enough not to give up. Because in the end, it's not the person with the best circumstances who wins, it's the person who holds on to the vision the longest. This is the critical moment. Not the time to jot down another good idea in your notebook. Not the time to save the video and watch it later. It's the time to take action. Now, you've come all the way to the end of this journey with me, which means you're not like most people out there. They give up early. They listen and forget. But you're still there, still listening, still looking for real transformation. And here's the undeniable truth. No change happens without action. The right mindset is the foundation. Strong belief is the fuel. But it's action that builds results. Start small, but start now. After you turn off this video, write down one specific action you'll take today. One step, even a small one, but one that is clear and time-bound. Set an alarm, set a deadline, set a discipline. Don't let tomorrow be your excuse for procrastination ever again. And remember, all that you've just heard is meaningless unless you make it happen. No one is coming to save you. There is no magic bullet. Only you, with your vision, commitment, and daily action. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to decide, I will start living like the person I want to be today. The journey of change doesn't wait for anyone. It starts when you start. Not later, not some other time, right now.